Welcome everybody to my channel Ayash in Germany. Today we will speak about a very interesting topic to everyone. As you can see here, German student visa. So I will explain here in details how to apply successfully and how to successfully get the German student visa. How to apply and successfully get the German student visa. So before I continue, I'd like you, if you like my videos, to like it and share it and also subscribe to my channel. I'm still in the English version. I did only 4 or 5 videos, but I'm still going on. I will do a lot of more interesting and informative videos, and also some vlogs and some interesting and funny videos as well. So please subscribe if you are interested and if you find my content useful. Thank you. So now we go directly to the main topic, the German student visa. If you would like to come here to study in Germany, and if you are outside the European Union, then you need to get something called a student visa in order to study inside Germany. So first, as you can see here, I explained it. So 2 points are very important. The first one is documents required. I'll explain everyone in detail and what should you include. And secondly, I have tips here for a successful application. I will tell you is very important, some tips from me on how to succeed and successfully get this visa. So we can start with first, what is a student visa? Student visa is a national visa in Germany where you would like to come here and study for more than 90 days. For that, you have to go for the German embassy in your country and apply for this student visa. So usually I will speak about the general documents that you would like to get and you would like to submit, but usually you have to check in your own German embassy in your own country to check for differences. Sometimes there are differences from one country to another, but those are only the general requirements. So please have a check at the German embassy in your country. So let's start. First, of course, you need your passport. This is something trivial. You need your photo. Of course, you need your application to download the application and fill it completely and sign it. You need a health insurance certificate. Here for the health insurance certificate, you need to have a health insurance certificate covering the time from starting of your visa until the time you will be enrolled here as a student, because when you come here you'll be enrolled as a student and then you have to do a German health insurance. So this health insurance is only a temporary one from the start of your visa until you start your study, and this you submit directly after getting the visa. After that, of course, you have to submit your CV, your resume. You have to have a motivation letter. For the motivation letter, it's very important here, this motivation letter point, because actually the decision will be made depending on what you write in this motivation letter. So actually I'm going to do another video about how to write a motivation letter and how to direct this motivation letter towards your aim. How to collect all your skills, all your skills, all your experiences, everything, and direct it in a way towards the aim. And here the aim is to travel and study in Germany. For example, whatever the aim it is, I will make it for any aim, how to use it. So this is a very important video. I'll do it later. And I hope you will see it and you can get the info out of it and how to really do a successful motivation letter and convince other people with what you would like to do, and to convince them that, for example, you are going to study in Germany and this is your dream, and how to convince someone with that. This is very important because this is a motivation. Why you would like to study in Germany? Why you would like to study in this university? What is your goal? What you would like to do later? So this will come in detail in another video. Now you need to have your transcript, your certificate. Of course, those certificates needs to be in English, or every single document here need to be in English or in German. If not in German, not in English, then it needs to be translated to German. And of course, you have to check in your country. It needs to be maybe notarized or legalized, depending on the requirement of the German embassy in your country. Sometimes they need, or usually they need, that you need to first to have the document and legalize it, whatever legalization you would like to do, then translate it and then go to the German embassy. It depends on the requirements in your country. You will know it from the German embassy what kind of legalization you need to do. Like in my country, usually you legalize it and then you translate it, and then finally you can submit it to the embassy. Here also something very important, the language proficiency. They require any certificate to prove your language proficiency of the language you are studying in, which means if you are studying in English, then you need to submit, for example, IELTS or TOEFL test. to prove your proficiency in English. If you are studying German, then you need, for example, to supply or to submit a test DAF. So it depends on which language you are studying in, or what is the language of the course. Because in Germany here you can study in German, also you can study in English. So it depends. So you have to submit this, and usually they ask for B1 level. But make sure to check also what is, because usually you have to prepare this before to apply to the university. So that's why if they need more, then you will have to have more. And usually sometimes also the embassy requires more. So this is, you have to check individually. Before financial support, also you need to get the application, the letter of acceptance. So you have a letter of acceptance, you supplied, you like for example submitted your application to as many universities, you got a letter of acceptance that you will study at university. You need that, of course. This is one of the most important documents, that you are accepted in a certain university in Germany for studying. You have to submit it as well. Last but not least, you have the financial support. You need to provide that you can support your study in Germany financially. You can prove that in more than one way. The first one, which is the most usable one, is a blocked account. What is a blocked account? So for example, they need you to put around 10,000 euros or 11,000 euros for 1 year in something called blocked account. This is like an account you open it in Germany. You transfer the 10,000 euros that they require for 1 year, and then you transfer and then you have a paper, and you come with this paper and submit it here. Okay, I did this blocked account. What is a blocked account? When you come here to Germany, either you open it directly in like a bank like Deutsche Bank, or in a subsidiary bank, and then like something like another bank that can transfer it to a main bank. So what happens when you come here, they usually, for example, 10,000 euros for 1 year, they divide it on 12 months, and for example it will be 800 something, so the 10,000 divided by 12 months in a year, and they give you this amount every month, only this amount. So equal division, 10,000 divided 12, you get the amount that is required every month, and every month your balance increases by this amount. So if you spend it all, that's okay. If you didn't spend it all and you have more money, excess money, it will stay in your account. Let's say it will be 800 euros per month. So if you spend 600, then you have 200, they stay in your account. And keep like that going until the 12 months is finished. This is the idea of the blocked account, to secure that you have enough money every month to spend on your expenses in Germany. Yeah, so financial support. So now we go for the tips. Tips is very important to have a successful application. I'll give you 2 tips. The first one is, if you are, for example, coming here to study in English, good. So theoretically, you don't need the German language for studying. Yeah, this is obvious. But you have to expect that those people know that you are coming to Germany. You live in Germany. So you have to know a basic knowledge at least of German, even if you are studying English. So I would, maybe it's not recommended, but I would say it's better to do it like that, to do 2 things, either to make level A1 or level A1 or A2 in German in your country before you go, or at least, like I did, give them, okay, I registered for a course, for like a evening course in Germany after the study, to study the language, because I would like to study the German language, to stay in the country and to be able to communicate in the street, communicate in the supermarkets, to convince them, okay, he understands he's going to Germany, he will need the German to study and to speak with other people, so he has a plan, and he is considering that this is very positive for you, even that you don't need it for the study itself. So this is a step, you can do it. I highly recommend that. Second tip, which is also really important, is to be honest and really have a vision. When you go for the interview in the embassy, okay, they read your motivation letter. So you have to really express what's written in the motivation letter. You have to really explain why you would like to go, what is the purpose of your travel to Germany, is study, why you would like to study in Germany, and why you would like to study in this university itself. What are you going to do? You have to have a vision, you have to be organized. because if you are not organized, they will think that okay, they have a doubts that maybe they have doubts that you will not be able to continue study, or you are going to do something else and you like just to get the visa and go there. So be honest. What is your aim? Your aim is to travel to Germany to study. Then it is to study. And it's different from one person to another. Why did you choose Germany? Why did you choose this topic? Why did you choose this university? What are you going to do after? It's different. But be organized, concise, and try to explain that you have a vision, you have a plan, and make it clear. So this is the second tip. And actually, yeah, if you did all that, probably, hopefully, you can get the visa for Germany, and you can come here in Germany and study and start your plan and your dream to get your degree from Germany. So I hope really that I was clear in my information. I make it clear, and every one of you get maybe a little bit of information that could help him or could help her in applying for a visa or for the student visa in Germany. So I hope you like my video, and I hope to see you next time on my channel, Ayash, or the Ayash in Germany. Bye bye.